Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Guys, today a very exciting video for me. Finally in the house. Took forever from Sideshow, but here it is. The DX45 Darth Vader battle damage figure. Guys, one of the sexiest Darth Vader's Hot Toys has ever made. I have now, again, shout out to Michael C. He was the one who got me my A New Hope Darth Vader, which I never had. That was the only one I was missing. Besides that, I have every single other one. Now I have them all. As you can see behind this one, I have two of the Obi-Wan Darth Vaders. As you can see, this one's got the battle damage, chest piece, and head sculpt, and helmet. And this one is the same exact one, but all clean. Did I need to? No, but I wanted to have those specific Darth Vaders because those were the newer updates at the time. So that's why I wanted to get two. Now, getting into this figure. First and foremost, we get the amazing Deluxe sculpted cape, which, let me tell you guys something. If you have any other Darth Vader, this is the way to display it. This thing is incredible. This makes the figure look epic. It makes it look like a statue. You cannot beat this cape look at all. Like, this beats any other look for any Darth Vader out there. You can most likely use it on any other Darth Vader. I haven't tried yet, but I will. Also, it comes with this humongous, amazing light up base, right? The red lights up. I didn't even bother trying it because, you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to use it lit up anyway. This clear piece here is where the sculpted cape fits into to hold it because it's so heavy. If you don't use that little clip, what happens is the cape is so heavy that the figure will tilt over and it'll never stand. So they added that for that reason. Fully articulated base. As you can see, this thing is incredible. Highly detailed. Look at the bottom. Look at all the wiring. Really nice. And it's not that heavy for what, you know, look, it's humongous and it's not that heavy. Another amazing, feature of this figure. Obviously, we got the lightsaber, right? The moving lightsaber. We get the standard lightsaber. We get the wired hilt, right? He's got the battery pack already in the back. I'm not going to use this hilt, though. I'm just going to use the battery pack for the light up feature on the boxes, on the belt, but that's about it. We get two pairs of hands. So we get, these are the right hands, gloved right hands. So this is for the hilt when he holds the lightsaber. This is a force hand, gripping hand, and this is an open hand also for some action. Then for the left robotic hand, we get an open one. These are not articulated like every single other one we've gotten for Anakin specifically. I don't know why they didn't even give us one articulated, which, believe it or not, it's fine not having it articulated. I think having it already pre-posed is perfectly fine. And then we get the fist. Again, I don't mind that they're not articulated. Having every single Anakin being articulated is not a big deal. Special edition pieces, right? You get the one piece that attaches to the side of the helmet to give it that really broken helmet look. And then it attaches through those two tabs there, right? You literally slide it down and it just sits. And then this is even more damage, right? So what happens is, instead of, let me make sure. So it's this exact same thing, but one is obviously more broken than the other. So you either slide it this way and leave it open, or slide it this one and then you cover the eye with this one. Also, two more helmets. You get a clean one with all this weathering on it, which looks incredible. Look at that. Really nice. And then you get the battle damage one. And as you can see, it's very different than the Obi-Wan. The Obi-Wan is completely open all throughout the helmet, all this way. As you can see, this one is not. This one is just slightly opened. The whole head sculpt, though, is open. You'll have to be able to get into the rolling eye, just like that one. So it is fully open, but once you put the helmet on, it doesn't, it covers it a lot. It doesn't, it's not like the Obi-Wan version. Another thing, guys, it's kind of a pain to get this helmet on properly where it like stays. It takes a while for me to do it. It's just, I don't know why it's so tedious, but to get it right, it's annoying as hell. Like I said, I could be here all night trying to figure it out. So it is what it is. It's staying like this. One thing I am planning on doing, guys, and I don't know yet, I want to put this helmet on the clean version of the Obi-Wan, as you can see right there, or this weathered version on the Obi-Wan that is fully clean. Either way, I think it's going to look great. I think it's worth the try. I don't, like I said, I have every other Darth Vader. They're all clean, right? The only reason why I wanted a clean Obi-Wan version was because, again, it was the updated one. It was the newer one. So I wanted to have a clean one of those, and obviously the battle damage, which is how it came, right? You got the battle damage version, and if you got the deluxe, you got all the clean parts as well. So yeah, I could be here all night, guys, trying to put this on. It's just such a pain. It's not easy whatsoever. But once it's in, it's nice and snug. So let's get right into the figure, guys. Because again, the battle damage is what makes this figure. The head sculpt, obviously, something new. You get a full head sculpt with rolling eyes, which is awesome. Look at all that detail. Look at all that scar, the paint application. Look at all that. It is perfect. Beautiful, beautiful head sculpt. The cape, one side of it, as you can see, battle damage. The other side, fully clean. Right, so not much to that. Wired a little bit, I believe. Yeah, it's wired. Again, I never really pay attention to the wiring stuff, because it's, it is what it is. Obviously, the hilt, right? You get the lightsaber, and the body comes with the hook, as you can see there, to mount it if you don't want him holding it. Obviously, these boxes light up. And like I said, I'm not using the wired hilt because it is what it is. But let me show you guys how incredible all of this weathering is, all of this battle damage is, how detailed, how amazing all of this is, how beautiful, how damaged. It is super, that's the word, it's super sexy. Here's the battery pack. It is super sexy. It is, again, the sexiest Darth Vader we've ever gotten. Remember, we're still getting that episode 3 fully damaged one on the table, right when they're building him. Looks amazing. Look at all that. The detail is incredible. Again, the best Darth Vader that we've ever gotten. Because, again, it's very different than anything else ever. From A New Hope to ESB to Rogue One. They're all slightly different, but again, the same concept. They're all, the standard Darth Vader look. Yes, the suit's slightly different. Some of the, the lights sometimes are green and red. One of them specifically is blue and red. But overall, again, it is pretty much the same thing. I don't really care for the cape much. Like I said, I want to display it with the sculpted cape. That is the only way to display this figure. It changes the entire figure. It turns it into like a statue figure. But this head sculpt, guys, this head sculpt is so insane. Let me show you how the pieces go into it. Which, again, very simple. They don't really go in snug. You literally just place them inside the slots. And as you can see, this is what it looks like. So I thought it was going to be, pieces that actually snap in. They're not, but it is what it is. Still looks very good. Really, really crazy looking. Really badass figure, guys. Again, a 10 all day long. This is definitely going to be top 3 figures on my list because this thing is, like I said, the sexiest Darth Vader ever. Everything about it is so different. Everything about it is updated, right? The body, obviously, something very new. We've never gotten anything like that. The head sculpt, obviously, something brand new we've never gotten before. So everything about it is really exciting, really, really good. Very, very well done. I am very impressed by all of it. There's not one thing that I could tell you that I'm like, oh my God, this is not good, this sucks, everything. Like I said, the one thing that I don't really care for is the cape, because it's just very blah, especially when you have the sculpted one, you know, to give it that amazing statue look. Because remember, they did a statue with this exact cape on it. I don't remember if it was Sideshow who did it. I believe it was Sideshow, or maybe another company, but I think it was Sideshow. And that cape on that figure is super, super incredible. And again, this base gives it, you know, another pretty much like foot in height or half a foot in height. So the whole thing as a whole is, again, probably one of not probably the most amazing Darth Vader ever. Articulation's very good, even with the suit, right? Nylon suit as usual, because lately that's what they've been using. So everything about this figure, guys, is a must-have if you're a Darth Vader fan. Like I said, I don't know. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do with these two head sculpts, but I definitely want to be able to utilize them on the Obi-Wan figures, because, like I said, we should be, I should be able to fit it no problem. I have to check what the neck pegs are like, if they, you know, if they fit, if they don't fit, maybe that's going to be the issue. Here we go, guys, finally got it. So this is what happened. It just takes a little bit to line them up, the pins and the slots in there. But once it's on, it looks awesome. Again, look at all the battle damaging on there. Very different than the original Obi-Wan, as you can see. The helmet's not completely torn. So like I said, I don't know what's better, if to have a clean with a dirty helmet, or a clean with a broken head sculpt like this, a broken, you know, faceplate. So that's where I'm at right now, guys. But again, if you have a chance to get this figure, if you're a Darth Vader fan, please do so, because this thing is a masterpiece. This thing is going to be a classic for a long time. This doesn't come from any specific movie or show or anything. It just says battle damage. But obviously the next one coming on the table will be specifically from after the fight scene in Mustafar with Obi-Wan, when he gets, you know, fully put together. So that's going to be another masterpiece. Again, the head sculpt is completely painted differently. Remember, he's burnt, so they painted him as if he was burnt. So he's a lot darker. This is very pale, very white, like the ESB Darth Vader that we just got. I believe that was ESB. So, or is it Return of the Jedi? I think it's the Return of the Jedi, the last one we got, when he fights his father and he takes off his helmet. I think that's Return of the Jedi, if I'm not mistaken. I keep saying ESB, but it's not ESB. It's Return of the Jedi. So it is a 10 all day long, as usual. No other company's making anything like this. No other company, you know, figure-wise, 1/6 scale-wise, not statue, not anything like that. 1/6 scale. Until somebody makes something better, this will always be a 10. So as always, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.